guys, today we're going to be putting on the AMS Bowfishing rig. We did this once and we're going to do it again. So it's really not that difficult. It might look difficult, especially if you don't know what any of this stuff is. And to be honest, I don't know what this stuff is, but I got a little bit better idea after using it. So this is all your strings up in here. And to reel it in, you got to pull this little floppy thing. You got to pull that back just like that, like a little trigger. Otherwise, you're not going to reel it in. If it's open, line can just flow out of here constantly. So you got to pull this sucker back, and you can see it closes that, and then you can reel in the fish just like that. But we have a brand new bow straight out of the factory, and we're going to slap this here fishing gear right on it. We're going to start with this. If you don't know what you're doing quite yet, there's a little mounting bracket right here. You just twist that off. Give her a few twists, and this is for ease of access, so if you want to take it off at any time, you can take it off. You'll still use your bow for other hunting besides just bow fishing. And then that's going to mount right on the side of your sights. Okay, so next what you're going to do is you just cut off this. This is just a spare piece. This little contraption is the spare slider for your arrow. This is just a spare one in case you lose one or it breaks off or who knows what. This is just a spare one which is already mounted onto the string. So like I said, it's going to get mounted like this. The string's constantly going to be coming out. And then say you want to reel it in, you slide this flappy thing back and just reel it in just like that. So now what you got to do is just mount this to the bow and put the arrow rest on, and you're ready to start shooting some fish. It comes with these arrows. And we got a special new technique on how to take the arrow out of the hook, which we're going to test out
correctly.
The correct way according to Mitchell. And we're going to see if once we actually hit a fish how well his correct way works than the long way. There's a screw on the back. This is like your quick, like take it off or put it back on again. You line that up with this slider right here. To be 100% honest with you, I think this is just for comfort, wherever you feel comfortable having it at, but I don't think it's necessary on where it technically needs to be. So you just line them up and then just twist this baby right on. So you got that all done. Bless you. And then next you got to put on your bless you again. Put on your fancy new little rest you got here. So to do that, you just slap her on. Alright, so what we just figured out is you got to have the bolt going in on the back. So what you got to do is you got to loosen off your fishing rig, or you put the the rest on first. So unless you already have a rest on there, which you want to use, but so you just pretty much line up the holes. You can bend the sight a little, like bend the bracket some to make it fit to your bow. Screw it into the slots. You are now ready to rock and roll, slaughter some fish. Just tie on your arrows right onto the slide, and you're ready to rock and roll. Maybe, hopefully. So once you get once you get the rest on, you get this on, you're pretty much ready to rock and roll. All you gotta do is take your string, loop it through this to tie it down real good. And you're ready to rock and roll. If you got questions on the string, just comment below. We can help you that out. I don't feel like tying it down right at the moment. And then Mitchell's new strategy, because before every single time we would untie the string and tie it back on, which is a real pain. You got to blow the arrow all the way through the fish, untie it, then do it reverse. But Mitchell's new strategy is that when this arrow, this broadhead is locked all the way tight and it is now locked in place, it doesn't move that much, so when you stick a fish, it doesn't go back out. Well, he figured that if you unscrew it just a little bit, maybe a little bit more, if you unscrew it, it now does a full 360 movement, so you can literally just put it backwards and blow it right back out where it came from. No need to untie your arrows, no need for any of that nonsense. We'll test it out and let you know how it does, but for the time being, that's just our little tip. Let us know if you like the video, and hopefully we helped you out. this is how we set it up. We'll see you next time.